Okay, so in this video we are going to look at the first quiz we looked at in class. Okay, so the first question was on company A supplies 80% of widgets for a car shop, and 1% out of those 80% turn out to be what? Defective. Company B supplies the remaining 20% of the widgets for the car shop, and 3% of their widgets turn out to be what? Defective. If a customer randomly purchases a widget from the car shop, okay, from the car shop, what is the probability that the item picked will be what? Defective. Okay, so as usual, I would have to have an illustration of what we are talking about here. Supposing this is our car shop. Okay, say I'm using the car shop as 20 items in stock right now. Okay, per the question we said 80% is coming from what? Company A. Okay, so supposing I have 20 items, then it means that I would have 16 items coming from what? Company A. Okay, so supposing I want to illustrate that here, I can represent that with my A's here. Okay, have A here. Then A. Then we are saying the remaining 20% is coming from what? Company B. So that will mean that 4 out of the 20 will come from what? Company B. So we can represent that with B's here. Okay, and they are saying that 3% is defective. For what? For company A. Okay, and 1% is defective for company what? For B. Okay, so they are asking us that if I'm to pick a random item, okay, if I'm to pick a random item, say randomly I pick this one, what will be the probability that the item is defective? Okay, so that is what they are asking us to find out. Okay, so the reason why, let me clear all this. Okay, so now going back to the box illustration I made. Okay, I have A here. Okay, supposing I'm supposed to use an asterisk. Okay, an asterisk to represent defective. Okay, they are saying that if I pick any widget at random, okay, if I pick any widget at random, will it be then what will be the probability that it will be defective? Okay, so under normal circumstance we would have counted the defective ones and then strike the total to get the answer. Okay, but in this instance we don't know the total number. Okay, and even with this one we cannot randomly say that we are picking these 3 and using that to find the probability, because some of them will be coming from A and some of them will be coming from B. So if I want the probability that it will be defective, okay, I have to get the probability that it is defective. Okay, and it is coming from what? Company what? A. Or the probability that is what? Defective, and it is coming from what? Company what? B. Okay, so this is what we are trying to compute here. Okay, so as usual, let's look at the items they give to us in the question. We've already looked at this. We can represent percentages, okay, as probability. Okay, we've looked at that already. So this will be the probability of picking any item that will come from what? Company A. 0.2 also be for what? Company B. But then the 1% will be that the probability that it is defective, given that it is coming from what? Company A. That will be for my 0.01%, 0.01, sorry. Okay, and the 3% will be for what? Defective, given that it is coming from what? Company B. So now the question is, how do I get probability of defective and it is coming from what? Company A. Okay, or probability of defective and it is coming from what? Company B. This is the question. Okay, so in doing that, we would have to use our normal probability tricks or probability formulas to arrive at the answer. Okay, so in order to get the probability of D and A, we would go back to using this to arrive at the answer. Okay, so how do we use this to arrive at the answer? Okay, I know that my probability of D given A is the same as probability of D and what? A over probability of what? A. Okay, so we can do change of subject to get my probability of what? A. So that is exactly what is done here. Okay, and that's exactly what we've done here. Same thing for probability of D and what? B. It will be the probability of D given B times probability of what? B, based on the formula we just wrote down. Okay, so that's how we would also arrive at this. Okay, so in summary, we will just replace them here. In other words, this part is representing my P of D and what? A, and this part is representing probability of D and what? B. Okay, so we just insert the values for each of the expressions we have here. Okay, so we have P of D given company A, that was in the question to be my 0.01. My probability of company A is this. And you know that whenever you have an instance as of, we use the plus sign. So that's how come we have the plus here. Okay, so we have the plus here. Then probability of D given company B was given to us in the question. This one was given to us here. So we have this to be our final answer. So based on the options you are given, you choose the answer. If it's in percentages, you choose this. If it is decimals, you choose this. So this is trying to say that if I pick an item at random, okay, at random from the shop, okay, the probability that it will be what? It will be defective is what? 1.4%. 1.4%. Okay, so this is how to solve the first question.